Welcome to the Dutchman games. We are continuing my sagas now on Ligny as we're done with Dresden, Attackers Dutchman, Chicago Made, Lord Corncup, Lennon versus Boy Next Door, Chicky Breaker, Magalorian, and the Trader, or just Trader. I have been going through my recordings and I came across this game. Unfortunately, I have only one in my database at this moment, but the reason I'm choosing this is because we're continuing with Spain. Uh, this is yet another river battle, so as I've promised you to only show good stuff, that's attacking and action, and Spain is a good faction uh, to offer that opportunity, provide that opportunity. We are going to see Chicago. I believe this is Chicago made that who is going as Spain. Lord is going as Austria, and then I have the Ottomans simply because they are amazing to attack with. And that's what we're going to be doing. We're going to be attacking. Let me pause this for just a moment. Actually, pause it right here. Just want to show you this map, what's going on. So if you're playing as Spain, there are two areas you can deploy your guerrilla. And you could see behind this white line, but there's not much space. You see there's right the red line at the end of the map. So this is where you want to place your guerrilla. My partner's doing a good job with that, because if you put it in the front, then when you coming up the hill, you're going to be coming under a hail of fire. From the flank, new players don't suspect it. Another area that you might consider is here behind this white line, and but I don't find it helpful. Although if you are playing as a player and he's expecting you to position where you position your forces, then he probably wants to fall back, and when they fall back, this could be a good position to just hold them back. But it's just tough because the reinforcement will be coming from this bridge over here, and it's going to be just tough to fight. Here you could just chase and pin them down, while your partner will then follow. And it's good. You don't want to be Spain standing here and putting your forces here, because then too much micro, and by the time your ally comes down the hill to support you, could be too late. So the best is having Spain on this side or here even. I mean, Spain this position would have been fantastic. So you have two factions attacking while Spain holding this faction down. So as with the real battle, the Napoleonic battles, the key to this is having a outmaneuver and having superior amount of forces at one location at the battle. That guarantees the win. So if this is one spot you could use Spain, the second spot that you could use Spain is here. Let's see. You could deploy your men here. So behind this white line now, you're going from the other side of the battle map. So you could put your forces on the side here, and then again try to bog down these units up here while allowing your partners from this bridge to cross, or simply hold down, so allow your partner to come around this bridge over here. Again, the goal is to have you want to make sure that your partners have opportunity to cross without inflicting too much, without getting too many casualties inflicted on them. So this is again, I would put it over here, or you could even put it down here. This is actually not a bad spot either. I wouldn't mind putting here, or even sometimes If you're playing 3 versus 3, and this over here is you don't have much space, so this is not the thing. Even if you cross this bridge here and over there, there you go, those two openings, their opponent can simply withdraw over this bridge or this bridge here. And so you cross that bridge, but now you're in a no man's land, because he could just be camping up behind this bridge or that bridge up here. And then basically you're nowhere, because then you still have to get funneled through these two bridges, and that's going to be very, very tough. So that's why if you don't want to put men over here, you could put it over here, yeah, right around here, so you could secure, hold these guys back, they can't retreat, or keep them busy, or try to secure this bridge over here. So putting men over here, secure this bridge, so your partners can cross this one and then cross this second one. This is a good bridge to cross. Another thing about this map, so the center, forget about. Another strategy is, if you depending on the faction you have, is rush as quickly as possible, occupy these houses. Obviously, you could see this side, they're closer, so you're going to be under fire crossing this bridge and trying to occupy these houses. But should you be able to do that, that gives you a foothold to then expand over the hill. So I like it on this side, so that allows us to push through here, and then when they're trying to retreat from this bridge, another way so that's another problem. So even if you get here and they manage to escape, they could also hold this entrance. With this entrance, I do recommend, if you're playing on this side of the hill, bring your men down, form up right over here, form up your lights, put two light units with 1 infantry to protect against cav charge. Make sure you're not too close to this house. So when these guys are trying to send support to this flank over this bridge, they get shot. Okay, you're basically essentially blocking the reinforcement route. And then once you get across, it's not the end of it, because you have to either cross this bridge to go over here, or this bridge, you get behind them. That bridge that most people don't pay attention to is this bridge over here. And that's my favorite bridge, because while everybody's holding up over here, you could send a quick few cav units followed with light infantry, and then maybe your line, and then come across and then hold this crossing. Should you be able to hold this crossing here, that allows you then to get behind your opponent and then commence the attack. So this is about the map. Sorry, it took almost 10 minutes to discuss this, but hopefully you got that. If not, I have other games. So this is probably game 115, 116. So I have a bunch of other games on the same map. All right, let's start the game. 6 guerrilla units. Again, I will put a couple of lights over here, send over here, but I'm setting up for attack, and attack is going to start right away. And you have to be fast, you have to be ruthless here, and you can't be scared of losing units. The point is, you will lose this army. Look, he's retreating right away. So he kind of knew about that, was forewarned. (36, 44), lost 1 versus 10 over here. Too late to form up a square, and you see I'm rushing over, and even Spain on this is rushing over. Austria crossing to attack Spain and getting the foothold. We're getting support from allies. The French cav is coming around, and Lord is going to hold the center. So we got one cav unit harassing. There you go. They are sending reinforcement. So Austria didn't send reinforcement here, but France is certainly doing that. Again, you have to be fast. You got to be aggressive. You got to be careful not to keeping the lights together. England is forming up the line over here and putting up stakes right there. France is sending cav support. That's good. That's a good teamwork here. I think that's Trader with his cav. Counter-attack. Oh, that's another thing. So Austria's doing great over here, forming up on this side of the bank with his lights. And so I try to stay behind his house, not getting shot. So to give some sort of protection. But this is good too. If you see that, you want to form along the bank. And you have to be careful as attacking on this side. Yeah, I went right into the stakes, didn't I? Maybe not. Yeah, you see, so I'm forming up behind it, using this as protection over here. Study the map, it's important, you know. Otherwise my entire unit's going to be wiped out here. See, this is a little hill over here. It's a good defensive position. We have Austria sending 2 cav, so Lord sent 2 cav. My other partner sent 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 cav units. We have our generals over here. The center, you know, we got the hill and up the hill over here, so there is no progress allowed, and everyone is focusing on one flank. And we pretty much, you know, you could see my full army plus allies, and that's the goal. You want to have superiority of not. Of units. Still getting shot here, but so noticing that, I'm gonna move more to the distance, getting away from these lights. Look at them. These guys definitely know the map, sending 2 units to this side. Or they might be lost. They want to go this way and they took the wrong bridge. Happens all the time too. You have to babysit your units. So 1, 2, 3 lights, focusing on this. This Austria is trying to cross and support. Wow, look like someone's general is exposed. Wow, these 3 generals exposed. Austria is taking good use of that. Look at that. I think this is Chicago's general. Hey, he noticed it, so sending cav support. Would be a shame losing a general right away. I left my general behind too, it's not good. Oh, very well positioned. Look at that. 2 lights, 1 infantry, focusing on these 2 units. That's exactly how you want it. Ah, it's just gonna hurt. Now we're getting flanked here. But this cap causes a lot of anxiety. So now we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 units versus 2. And the lights don't have reach on us. Nicely done, putting them in a square and charging. So Prussia and France. So France sent lots of camp, but Prussia is just holding the center. And this Austria's got the houses. That's good to have Hungarian grenadiers inside the house. Well, see, these are elite. That's good. That's very well done, having these elite units inside the house. If you go occupy houses, you want to have elite units. But England is kind of... Well, finally these guys are arriving, probably exhausted. But you see, England is alone, fighting 3 factions almost. There you go. And doing really well. Defensive depth. So close to England, having good positioning. See, defensive depth, doing really well. Oh look, and they're sending the camp versus my melee. So these guys are good. They're doing everything right. So I was trying to send out my melee, but he just sent his camp versus the melee. The melee is very susceptible versus cav. Lots of people put rules on melee. There's no need to. Just learn how to play against them or with them. If you're playing with melee, make sure you have infantry support. Don't just send them out without if there's cav around. And if you're playing versus melee, have defensive lines. Shoot, retreat, and send cav to basically finish off the unit. The old guards. Oh, very well done. Wow, very well done. Got my cav unit. And look, this melee unit too didn't get much action. The only reason we are managing to push here is because we have superiority. It's basically 2 factions versus 1.5. France did show up, but it's just too late. Even though they're doing really, really well. So square, getting out of square, and then just bridging the gap. You don't have enough firepower, so you charge, and that's exactly what you want to do. Oh no, they broke the square. I think when Cav was coming? Oh, because of this melee. They just tired. Not sure why they broke the square. Shouldn't have broken the square. There's a Cav unit here. I think this player left the game. Seems like it. All these units are just zombied out. And that usually is the case with whoever plays on this side. He gets frustrated because right away he gets attacked and it's just overwhelming. And in frustration they leave. There are ways to manage this rush. You could pull back and form up. You could sacrifice 1 or 2 units, but then retreat all your other units, and then just get back up the hill here. Or you could just stand and fight, and make sure you face some units on this side, and then communicate with your partners to send support as quickly as possible. So I'm giving you both sides how to attack and how to play defensively. So we are trying to extend our lines as much as possible. Again, there is no way you're going to be able to attack from this side. You get shot from all sides. You have the high ground. You got to follow the units through this. So this unit is going to suffer immensely. Landwehr. Yeah, so this is easy to beat. Yeah, there you go. They're pulling back. That's good. And so you're going to sacrifice the camp unit just like we did. But then it gives us a chance to be able to cross, and there's no reinforcement coming. You see that there's no reinforcement coming. Prussia should, they really should send a couple of units here and close this. By the way, this is a Bashi bazooka. This is only 250 point unit. Don't be scared of this Bashi. It's basically a mid shield.
Our men are running, sir.
Oh man, a lone Polish legion versus all these guys. No reinforcement coming. Yeah, I think Prussia has been. Now this Prussia has been not active enough. You could certainly use these units, especially when you have your partner. Also, there's an attack on this house. Okay, Austria versus Austria, but this is Grenadier. You see there's some major damage, although there were two of these units, one of them is gone. And these have the houses. So we have Team Blue has the houses here, and the one this house up here. Good. Yeah, I would Prussia. This is just overkill here. Stretch your lines 1, 2, 3, and then send all the other units this side, which is by now too late. So now Prussia is moving, but that's after we have a foothold. France is doing well. There's no attack coming from here, so no need to put men over here. Put 2 men over here, maybe 1 unit over here, and then the rest of the units fall back. So it seems easy to attack, but it's not. If Prussia would have been faster, if France diverted more units, even though France did really well, you could have blocked this entrance over here, and that would have been stalemate. Or we would have had so many losses by the crossing that we would simply be losing. Look, these guys are all tired, very tired, exhausted. So it requires some time to... so that's another thing. These guys are tired, so attack. I mean, yours are too, but Prussia could definitely, there are fresh units that should be able to attack. Okay, that was phase 1. About 14 minutes in the game, minus the 10 minutes talking. So 14 minutes. Finally, I realized I'm missing a general. These units are here to just make sure there is no counterattack coming. And the path is clear for reinforcement. Now we just have to form up again. But this is, look at that. Look at the number of our units versus, so look at the Team Blue and Team Red. Who's got more units? So you should attack if you're strong, and then maybe camp and hold the high grounds and stretch your lines if you're weak to attack. So they should definitely attack, and if they do well with attacking, you would destroy the entire unit over here. A, they are too tired to run back. You could sort of follow them and certainly send your cav after them. B, it's just not enough firepower here. Another thing you notice Team Blue is doing is this is coordinated. You have Spain on one side, Ottoman on the other side. Cav stretched to the rear, to the flanks, and so there is a communication going on. You could tell. Here it is not. So you have units in front of each other. Well, the lights are forming up in the first rank, which is good. Look at the amount of lights: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. You will destroy. Oh boy. So lights, and one musket and general. So this is Austria needs to form up here. So it's not as flat as you think. You could tell, right? At this level, you could shoot right into the ridge over here. So it's a good defensive position here, but defensive for whom? For us, because now we are resting our men. We can't really attack with being very, very tired. So you gotta use this to your advantage. Attack. Now, one problem with going too far with the cav unit is that they have superiority in cav. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You get charged. So if you go too far without infantry support, they could easily cut you off. Team Blue is moving up and forming up. Look at that. Look at this column. Team Blue France is waiting for orders to open up another flank. There they go. There they go. So, open up another flank. Not paying attention here. Yeah, not paying attention here. Ah, that's gonna hurt. Oh, finally. Shoot, they're down almost 50 men with this volley. Let's see how the counter volley is gonna look like. So now you have a unit here too. You gotta send this unit and support. Always fight 2 versus 1. I think Turkey has better stats in shootout. Oh, this is a elite unit. Okay, they're gonna win this, but that's a shame using an elite unit for the foot. And look at that. So, all right, let's see the attack over here. Melee followed with infantry. It's doing really well, falling back. So France is doing really well actually. I really enjoy seeing France Team Blue play. That hurt a lot. Cost me a lot of men. You wonder why I didn't continue the attack. Just not enough men to support. So there's a reason you attack, because you want to follow up with infantry or cav. There you go. Oh no, stakes. And you see the team 1-2, but France is doing well holding their ground. They're gonna win this shootout here.
One of our units has used all its ammunition, sir.
Wow, they lost. 47th loss of the foot. That's sad. Nicely done here. So we see France is coming all around. They're exhausted, sending support, but Prussia is still standing on one side. Nicely done, using your utilizing your firepower.
Our men are running.
So these guys are really facing sending cav for the melee, which is good. You know, that's exactly what you want to do. Nicely done. That was a good cav charge. Got this light unit, got this light unit. You should continue the charge. Oh no, not the general. Oh no. Changing direction. But that was a good cav charge. If they follow up with infantry, you definitely destroy this flank. Not sure why these guys are not shooting the 18th Regiment. Why are they not shooting? They are. Man, this one cav, this Ulan shoots so well. So that was Team Red, Ottoman and Spain forces that were all over here, and they are no longer here. We're basically down to one infantry general, another infantry on far end 55. So that's the extent of my survival. 2 units completely depleted, half strength. Wow, look at this cav. 18. They're putting a number on everybody here. Thanks to Austria. Otherwise they were just going after every unit here. Wow, look at this cav. Oh, nice. Oh no, 12, they're not gonna make it. Cuirassiers are. Wow, that was a little confusion in the ranks. Ouch. Wow. General dead. 1 bodyguard survived. 0 of 18. Yeah, Prussia's got incredible lights. Crossing. So this is while they were busy on this side. Team Blue, France and Austria moving in, and they are going for. Are they going for this house too? They are coming out. They're going for another attack. Yep, they're going for another attack. Young Guards, Archdukes. Let's see what's going on here. The drummer. Look at the drummer. Ah, look at the drummer with the sword. Nicely done. Wow, this drummer is just stabbing everyone. The general is on the firing range. Shoot at the general. Alright, so Team Red, final set of Prussia forming up. Lights. Interesting, it's forming again. So okay, so it's a little trick about this game. If you form square, you shoot longer distance. So if your distance is 80, for some reason you end up shooting 100. That's a little trick in this game. Prussia is still standing. All these units as foot guards. If you deploy well, be aggressive, you could destroy one flank and move back to the other. Okay, Team Blue Austria cleared the house, forming up, opening up a second flank on the hill. And this was the unit inside the house this entire time. So this is blocking. So if you see these areas, that's a good staging ground. Form up over here, rest, and then make a push. And make sure your firing fire mode is off. Nice flanking.
The men are fatigued, sir. I must rest them.
It can't be my men. I have hardly anyone left. Exhausted. Calf charge. Nicely done. So one cav unit, but you're not following up with anyone, so uh, damage is not as much. That's an expensive cav unit too. Young guard, Swiss, old guard. Wow. Yeah, this guy's not gonna have much chance versus these units here. Exhausted, still forming up, coming for attack after this cav. And the general. Target of opportunity. $62.
One of our units has used all its ammunition.
So no ammo for me. I got a charge. It would have been nice to shoot at this square. General's bodyguard dead. Heroic death. Well done. Shot by our own friendly fire, but well done. Oh, nicely done, Prussia. Good target. Where are you going, Prussia? Oh man, you foot guards, stretch them. 2 units up here, you will destroy this. And these 2 stretch your lines. So hopefully, you watch these games and you learn by the replay. These units could have been so much more useful. Certainly not having your general front rank. Yeah, you don't send Landwehr to fight versus Old Guard. You don't certainly charge into Young Guards with a few infantry units. This is a good firefight going on here. Look at, so you're going to be shooting into the hill. Definitely study the map, know where to form up. Friendly fire on both sides, but it could work for you or against you. You got 89 versus 89, but they have elite units, so this works for you right now. You got the high ground. Not sure where you're charging your lights. Just our best lights, but they have no melee. Oh boy. So I gotta admit, for our opponents, Austria and France, they played really well. Uh, England did well for much as he could, standing alone. But right now, the power bar is to our advantage, and you are outflanked, outnumbered, outgunned. So let's just enjoy the last firefight. Uh, but again, the point here is that you know, you watch these games. Of course, you enjoy as much as you can. This is just fun. We play because we love these games, but also you learn from mistakes. You know, you study the train, you study the map, the crossings, where to concentrate your forces. You always want to outflank and have numerical superiority in a firefight. So these are the things, you know, you don't want to have reserves. Reserves don't really work in this game. Uh, you want to send as many units to one side, destroy one flank, and then move on to the other flank. Nice. Foot guard versus young guard. Oh, the Prussian general killed the Prussian commander killed the French commander. 62-50. Wow, Prussia is winning this one. Excuse me. Oh, that hurt. Oh boy. Man, they are ferocious. This bayonet charge is just... The young guard lost the melee. The young guard lost the melee. And a volley. Take that. Oh, there's another young guard unit here. Are they going for... Wow, 3 young guard units? Another unit is going. Yeah, it was too much for these brave foot guards. And with that, I think the game ended. Let's take a look at the stats. And that's usually the case. The game usually ends right around either here on the map or really ends up here in the center. Dutchman, 1463 killed. Chicago, 1170. Lord, 1021. Lenin, 1444. Boy next door, 792. So he got ganged up. It's always tough playing on that side and getting ganged. Chicky Briker, 1314. He did well. The Magallorian, 1235. And Trader 1012. Again, I would say it's not about the kills. It really is not. It's how you play. I really enjoyed the way Trader was playing, sending support to the other flank. So did Chicky Breaker. Surprisingly, if I look at all the numbers, every one of us has more losses other than Lenin. Everybody had more losses than kills. Wow, my foot. And you see my melee didn't do all that. The Bashi. Look at my summons, only 31. 6 and 3. Look at that. Wow. My melee was absolutely useless. Only 3 kills. And that's because they were cav charged. Okay, hope you enjoyed. Until our next battle, cheers.